everyone. So we had our spa day, and I have to say, I felt like a new person. When I walked out of the treatment room, I was like, I don't know, I just felt like a different person. And I think, Tom, you looked like, it looked the same for you based on your face. Yeah. So I guess this, I might as well say, the spa was pronounced Ila, I-L-A, Ila. And when we walked in, they greeted us right away. They were so friendly and kind. We were the only ones there, which I found it quite strange because I was expecting it to be, I guess it was different than what we expected, but not in a bad way. It was just different. And so when we got there, they welcomed us in. They gave us like the very, the smallest little tour because the building was quite interesting and it almost seemed like in the middle of nowhere. We are in the Cotswolds. And so there was the Cotswold guy, there was another Cotswold guy there because when Tom and I came to the Cotswolds a couple weeks ago, there's a Cotswold guy in a different area, and so when they told us that we would get a free drink from there, we thought, we're gonna have to drive 40 minutes to go to the Cotswold guy and then come back for our treatment, but actually there was one right there on site, so that was perfect. We were relieved because we knew that we were gonna be hungry as well, and so we didn't wanna just starve for half the day. So basically they gave us the smallest tour because there was just kind of one room in the building where they were making all the products for Ila, and they call them Beyond Organic products, and she kind of went into detail on why. I'll leave the website below. Definitely recommend checking them out and their products. So they gave us a tiny little tour of the room, told us a bit about their products and the founder and how the company kind of got created. And then they brought us up to this really beautiful space upstairs. It almost reminded me of like a dance studio because it was quite empty in a way. They had lavender and rose quartz and different like rocks, and I think they had, what do you call it? Incense burning. It was very spa-like. And so the first thing we did was, her name was Joanne. If you go, Joanne is amazing. If you can get her to do your massage and your Tai Chi, then go ahead because she's great. So she told us a bit about what Tai Chi is and the history and the origin of it all. And it was really interesting, right, baby? Like, I didn't know what to expect because I didn't even know what Tai Chi really was. I'd heard of it. And then we looked it up online briefly last night and I was like, okay, it's very slow paced. And because she was teaching us, I guess it was probably even slower, but it was interesting because she was walking us through these really slow steps, but it was actually quite challenging. And very different from yoga because I thought it might be a little bit similar, but actually it was pretty different. Yoga, for the most part, you are flowing quite a bit. Sometimes it can be fast-paced, sometimes it's not, but this was very slow-paced. But I liked it because I like all of those kinds of exercises like yoga and Tai Chi because it's not just about isolating certain body parts kind of like it is for weightlifting, but it's about all of the body and the mind. And to me that's important because my mental health is very important to me. I think it should be to everyone, and it's nice to exercise and focus on both the body and mind, and Tai Chi is a really great way of doing that because it doesn't focus on any intricate and really crazy steps or poses. It's pretty natural, but holding the poses for a while, like she was telling us, you have to be very patient, and that can be quite challenging when you're new to it. And apparently, not everyone, but she said a lot of the people who do Tai Chi tend to be older. So she told us we might find that we're younger in the class if we do decide to continue with Tai Chi. But it was nice because I assumed that it was going to be a full class of people. It was just me and Tom. We were the only ones, but I liked that because she was so friendly and kind and helpful, and it was interesting because she got up in our space, in our personal space, but to help us, and she was not judgmental at all. She just wanted to teach us, and she seemed really passionate about it. I think she said she's also a holistic therapist, which was really interesting as well, and she just seemed in her element, and she just seemed to be the kind of person who really enjoys what she does for a living. And the fact that it's also healthy for you is great because not everyone's work is also healthy. Like for me, I sit down for like 8 hours a day at my laptop, and that's not really healthy, so it's very different. But it was so nice. And then after the Tai Chi, which again, we weren't really sure of the timing of everything because she didn't really tell us, but that was kind of nice too because we could just kind of enjoy it and not have to worry worry about looking at the clock all day. So after Tai Chi, she walked us over, which was really kind. She walked us over to the Cotswold guy. And this Cotswold guy was bigger than the other one. And we got a free drink. So I got the detox juice, which was amazing. It was so good, and I thought detox because it'll be good for my skin and my body in general. And then Tom, you got, what drink did you get?
I forget its name, but it had honey in it. Honey, yeah. Like a sort of honey breakfast smoothie.
Yes, yes, you like a breakfast smoothie. It was almost like oatmeal. Was that the house? That was that big house. It was almost like oatmeal, but very soft and not like chunky or anything, but it was really good. It's definitely a kind of breakfast smoothie, and I was tempted by the smoothies, but the detox one sounded too good, so I got the detox juice, and that was heavenly. And then we also got food because we just thought, we don't know when we're gonna be done at the spa. So we got smoked salmon and cream cheese sandwiches, actually on sourdough bread, and oh, it was so good, and actually quite a lot of food. So when you look at the price, it really wasn't too bad. You liked it, baby? The smoked salmon sandwich?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's quite filling.
Yeah.
We perhaps could have shared one, two nuts.
Yeah.
Because the two halves were quite sizable.
Yeah, it was a good amount of food really, because we also had a side of mac and cheese, so that also made us feel more full, but the mac and cheese was amazing. Highly recommend. So if you're in the Cotswolds, you have to go to the Cotswold guy. There are 2 locations that we know of. I will also link them below. Anything I mention, check the description box. I probably linked it if I remembered. But so yeah, that was that. We had our lunch, and then we walked back over to the spa, and we had our treatments. So Tom, let me go first. Thank you, baby.
It's okay.
I had to strip down to just my underwear. We both did, and which I wasn't expecting, because when we booked it, I thought it was just a back massage. It was a full body massage. So she had to go down to the legs, and I was like, oh gosh, I hope I like look okay. But it was all fine. Again, she was not judgmental, so the music was beautiful. It was so relaxing. I have never had an actual massage like that in my life, and she said she recommends people do it once a month. If you can afford to do it more, that might be great, but I think once a month is a good amount of time. And it was an hour long, and it was heavenly. I absolutely loved every second of it. There were a couple painful moments, because I guess with knots in your back and a lot of tension and stress, that can happen, but overall, like, she used these warm stones at one point, and all the massaging techniques, it was really, really great. So I really enjoyed it, and I think you did too, right, baby? Yeah, it was so relaxing, and I think an hour, for me, was a good amount of time. Tom said he was struggling to breathe because we had our faces, you know, we were lying on our stomachs, so we had our faces kind of in this, I don't even know what you'd call it, a little face spot, and it was a little difficult to breathe. But other than that, I think he really enjoyed it. And so that was that. I don't have much else to say about the spa, but it was really great. Oh, they also gave us a bag of products from Ila, which was really nice. So I'll show you all of that maybe when we get home tomorrow or the next day, whenever I can continue on with the vlog. But it was such a nice time. They were so great, and we were so grateful because all of those things combined, the drinks and the treatments and the Tai Chi, all of that probably would have come out, and the products they gave us, all of that would have come out to quite a bit of money. And so we're really grateful that we won that competition. So thank you to Ila. We had such a great time. And now we are heading to dinner. So we got to our hotel. We are staying in Burford again, just for the one night, and it is called the Highway Inn. It's pretty much right on the high street. It's a really cute hotel. I showed you our room, and we got all dressed up. I'm wearing my Coast dress that I wore for our 1-year wedding anniversary in July, and I just felt like, you know, I might as well get another wear out of it before summer is over, even though it's September 1st already, which is crazy. But now we are at the Swan, which we have stayed here. When we were here a couple weeks ago, we had dinner here, the best Sunday roast of my life, and we're gonna have dinner here tonight. So we got dressed up, we feel good, and we love the team at the Swan. They are amazing. They are, again, so friendly and kind. We're like friends with them now. It's really great. And we are pulling up now, so we will see what we're gonna have for dinner tonight, and hopefully the team that was there last time is still there. And I'm just excited to be back in the Cotswolds, having a great time. Yay. Yay. Hello everyone. So we just spent the morning walking around Burford, up and down the high street here, going into some shops. Unfortunately, one of the shops we wanted to go in didn't seem to be open, and I love it in there, so maybe next time. But we're all packed up and we are ready to leave the hotel now. It was a really nice stay, and we're going to be enjoying today in the Cotswolds. We're just going to see kind of where today takes us. We're not going to be too strict with our plans. It is a Saturday, so it's probably going to be a little busy. We were hoping to go back to Daylesford, which I know we've been just a couple weeks ago, but that chocolate nemesis mousse cake thing was phenomenal. So we're going to see if we can get a table there. But again, we're not really going to rush it. We're just going to see what happens and go from there. But it's a beautiful day, very comfortable temperature, which is so nice. And I want to show you my outfit because I have been dying to wear this top. And also, you might have seen in the clips, I might have shown it, my shoes yesterday when we were walking out of the Swan where we had our dinner. I was wearing my new shoes, my new Dune London black block heels, and I love them so much. They fit, thank God, and they're beautiful. I am gonna wear them, but when we get to the car, I'll change into them. So I'll show you my outfit and we'll get going. So my top I've actually had for a while, and this is my first time wearing it, but it is a beautiful button-down top from Banana Republic. It's kind of like a grayish blue and white, and it just fits me perfectly. It's not oversized or too tight fitting, it's just perfect. I tucked it in because I like more of a polished and put together look. I'm wearing my mango jeans, which I wear all the time. They're just a classic in my wardrobe. They're just slim, straight leg pretty much, but they're really flattering, I think. And I'm also just wearing a black belt. This is just from New Look. It's nothing fancy, but it goes with the outfit really nicely. Just my black sandals, which I'm going to be changing into my Dune heels. They're nothing special. I just wear them for comfort, really. And then for my jewelry, I'm just wearing a gold chain necklace. I'm wearing my Heaven's Bazaar pearl and feather ring, my Fossil Raquel watch, and just some gold these are my gold mango earrings. That's the look for today. I'm very excited because I have a couple new products to share with you, and toward the end of this video I'm actually going to be doing a cheese taste test. Super random, I know, but I will get into it in a bit. I'm going to start by showing you a couple new things that I've purchased recently that I'm really proud of myself for, because even though I spent a bit of money on these things, there are things that I have been wanting for quite some time, and there are things that I've had my eye on for a while as well. So this was not a spontaneous purchase really in any way. So I'm really proud of myself. So I'll get started with the shoes. I think I mentioned earlier on in the vlog that I got some new shoes from Dune, London. I think I even showed them briefly in a couple clips, but I want to talk about them in a bit more detail because I am a huge fan of Dune, London. I think that their shoes and bags are such high quality, gorgeous pieces that are well made, they are beautiful, and they're also reasonably priced, and I just have so many good things to say about the brand. But I wanted to get myself some new heeled sandals, and I know that we're in September now and that summer's coming to an end, but truly, you know the nude heels, the nude block heels that I wore to the Pump Room restaurant in Bath? Well, after walking around Bath in those, I was bleeding, I had blisters, and I was in so much pain, and those shoes just simply never fit me right. I wore them for our wedding day. That was my something old, my shoes, just because they weren't even going to be on show, so I didn't really care, but they were still nice looking. They didn't look ratty and old, but either way, they didn't fit me right. My feet are on the wider side, and those shoes just did not work for me. I could wear them for a short amount of time, but wearing them all day or walking around Bath in those shoes was not easy. Tom had to go get me these cushioned band-aids from the Superdrug next door because I was in pain. But anyway, I decided to find some beautiful heeled sandals to replace those, and I came across these quite a few weeks ago now, and I found them on Debenhams, and I kind of debated buying them for a while. I was like, oh, I love them. It wasn't because I didn't like them, it was the price. And now that I think about it, I mean, they were 100% worth it. But I will explain that. I will explain why. But let me show them to you first of all. So I will do a close-up, but these are the wide fit Jessie leather sandals. They came in a regular fit as well, but I knew that going for the wide fit for me personally was going to be so much more comfortable. And they are just incredible. So I got them in black. They did come in nude, and again I was debating if I wanted black or nude because to replace my other ones, nude would have made more sense, but I was really drawn to the black ones, and I think that they're very elegant and classy looking, and I don't know, the black just stood out to me more. I am debating getting the nude though, because I feel like when you truly love a piece, whether it's clothing, jewelry, shoes, whatever it might be, when you love something and you spent a decent amount of money on it and it looks amazing, feels comfortable, you feel great in it, then I could understand buying it in a different color. But that's the only time I think that's okay. If you don't, you know, love it enough or it's not that comfortable, why would you? These are so comfortable. First of all, the heel height is perfect for me. I am not a stiletto girl. I love a chunky heel. They're easier to walk in, more comfortable, and they're still just as classy and elegant looking. And again, if you're new to wearing heels also, not that I am, but if you are, why go for the highest heels? Because you're going to look funny walking in them. You might as well start with something like this, because if you're learning how to walk in heels, it can be difficult. So you don't want to look silly walking around in stilettos or even shoes like this if you can't comfortably walk in them. I love these though. I love the gold detail here. I like the little D here because it's kind of subtle, but it's hinting at Dune, London, which I really like. And they are just a classic shape, and these shoes will never ever go out of style. They are timeless and elegant and beautiful, incredibly comfortable. Like honestly, I wore these all throughout I wore them for a whole day in the Cotswolds, and that is a place to wear shoes like this, but I did, and no pain, no blisters, no bleeding for the entire day. Nothing. And they're amazing, and they still look like I've barely worn them. So, I mean, I wore them once, but you know what I mean. I wore them all day. I can't recommend these shoes more. So, I'm going to talk about the price. So, if I look at my email, I might be able to find how much I spent, because I didn't spend full price, of course. Why would I? Alright, it took me a minute to find the email because it actually got sent to Tom's email. So the internet is very slow right now. But basically, originally, if it'll load, I believe these shoes were 85 pounds. It's loading. Yep, 85 pounds originally. And on Debenhams there was a sale, and there's still a sale, and they're 59 pounds now. I did not spend that either. I'm proud to say that we got these shoes for $47.20. And I thought that was amazing because full price $85 down to $59, and we spent $47.20 because we use honey. I highly always talk about honey. Like, honey is amazing. It'll always find you a good deal. And again, the fact that it was already on sale for $59 definitely helped. So $47.20 and free shipping. It was amazing. So they're the wide fit Jessie leather sandals in black. I got them in a size 7, which is a UK 7. I believe that's a US 8, because I am a US 8. The sizing is still something I'm getting used to here, but I'm pretty, like, across the board in the UK, I've noticed I am a size 7 in shoes. But yes, a wide fit for me is so much more comfortable, and shoes are important. Like, you wear shoes out everywhere you go, and why not, you know, look nice in them, but more importantly, have them be comfortable, and these shoes are it for me. So I'm highly considering getting the nude color, just because black does go with everything, but so does nude, and sometimes if you wear an outfit that's really light in color, black shoes can be a really harsh contrast, and you don't always want that. Sometimes you want to keep the whole look really light and feminine, and black can make things not necessarily edgy, but it can darken things up a bit, and it depends on the look you're going for. And again, I'm really considering getting them because I love them so much. I know they're gonna fit well, and I'm just gonna love them because, again, it's really difficult with shoes, especially when you order online. It's always a risk, but when you're buying shoes, you can't always, like, if you're in the store or online, you know, shopping online, you can't always just cut the tags and go outside for the day and come back and be like, nah, they didn't work for me. You can't do that. So you have to kind of risk buying them and going somewhere for the day wearing them and hoping, crossing your fingers that they're fine. And I felt pretty good about these when I first tried them on. They were actually a little big on the ankle strap, so I'm on like the tightest little hole that it has because, I mean, my ankles are not big, it's just my feet are a little wide, and so that's the only thing, but I'm on the tightest strap and that was perfect. And so yeah, it's tricky with shoes, and so I'm really grateful and glad that I went out for the day and had no issues, but it is tricky. So I don't really have any advice on that though, because it's hard. You just have to hope for the best, but definitely, you know, don't be afraid to walk around the store trying on the shoes and walk around your house in them. Don't go outside, obviously, if you're not going to keep them. But I'm really glad I took that risk and I went out for the day in the Cotswolds and they worked out. So those are my new shoes. I'm absolutely in love with them. And my next purchase is something, again, that I've had my eye on for a while. I've been weirdly obsessed with bathing suits lately. I've been wanting to buy a lot of bathing suits, and that's because we may have a beach trip coming up. And I recently bought the White Company bathing suit that you saw in a recent vlog. It's a beautiful one piece that it fits me beautifully. I love it so much. And I saw one on, I believe it's pronounced Boden is the website. I've never shopped from them before. But I came across this bathing suit and I was like, oh my gosh, that is beautiful. But it was a ridiculous amount of money for a bathing suit. I think it was around 75 pounds. I'm gonna have to check. So for more details, this is the triangle paneled swimsuit in winter green blue floral. 75 pounds originally. And I just thought that's kind of ridiculous for a bathing suit. So I kept debating it. I was like, I don't want to spend 75. Maybe I'll just wait and see if there's a sale. And there was. So I can't remember what the sale price was. It wasn't anything huge, but it was discounted a little bit. And again, using honey, we were able to get this bathing suit for, if I can find it, let's see, $56.25. So down from 75, we spent $56.25. Thank you very much. I was very proud of that. Tom helped. But this is the bathing suit. I love it. Oh, so much. I will do a close-up, but these colors together and the pattern is incredible. This blue, Tom was saying this blue works so well on me, and I was like, thank you. It's beautiful. It's almost like a purpley blue, like a periwinkle. And it's green with this beautiful blue print. It's got like a deeper purple in there as well. I love it so much, and I was worried because it only had 2 reviews. And I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to spend that much money if it's not going to be right. But they had free returns for 90 days. So I was like, well, I might as well just try it. And if it doesn't work, I'll return it. Thankfully, it fit me perfectly. I always get nervous with one pieces because I'm still kind of new to them. I typically wear bikinis, but lately I've been loving one pieces. I think they're so elegant. And I love the colors. I love this so much. The interesting thing is, with the White Company bathing suit that I bought, it's a bit more showy on the bottom in the back and a bit more covered on top, whereas this one is more covered on the bottom. It's pretty full coverage in the back, but on the top part, not as covered. I mean, it depends on your body type. Everyone's body is different, and that's why bathing suits can be really tricky. It can be hard to find one that looks good and feels good on you. And again, one pieces I always worry about because my torso, I think this is a good thing when it comes to one pieces, but I think I have longer legs and my torso is not short, but shorter. Some people have longer torsos, and I think if you have a shorter torso, I think one pieces tend to work a bit better. I could be wrong, but at least on my body type, that's what I've noticed. And so you have to make sure one pieces fit you properly, or if you know what I mean, things aren't gonna look quite right in places. And I was worried, but it's a perfect fit. I'm so happy with it. I know it's still kind of a lot for a bathing suit, but I was thinking about it for weeks and I just thought, it's still in my head, I still love it. And it'll be perfect for spa days, beach days, pool days, all of it. So I have my 2 new bathing suits now and I'm very happy with them. All right, next up, I want to show you something that we bought when we were in the Cotswolds the other day. And it's just something that we came across. It was in like a very touristy shop, but we just thought we'd go in and it was really cute. They had some really cute things in there. Again, definitely some things geared toward tourists. A lot of things that said the Cotswolds on them and like that kind of thing. But I happened to come across this, and the second I saw it, Tom and I looked at each other and we were like, we should get it. So it's nothing crazy, but it's really sweet. So it's this beautiful little wooden box that says wedding certificate, and it's got these little hearts that say Mr. and Mrs. And it's a little box for your wedding certificate. And I just thought that was the cutest thing, because right now we don't have anywhere special to keep it. I'm keeping it in like a folder. I have 2 copies of our wedding certificate. So I thought about putting one in here. We can roll it up. And it's just such a cute little thing. And I have been planning on buying a huge trunk to put all of our wedding things in. However, most of our wedding things are in the US right now. And because we've been going back and forth over the past couple of years, and especially, you know, we got married last year, I didn't want to buy one right away because we didn't really know where we were going to be and where we wanted to settle down and start our married life together. And now that we kind of know, and I won't share that just yet, but now that we kind of know, I do want to buy one. But I'd have to look. I want to look for one, and I just want to have things nicely placed in that trunk and to close it and to open it anytime I want to look at our wedding things or to show our future children one day, that kind of thing. But again, I have a lot of things, and most of our wedding stuff is back in the US. So I'm most concerned about like my wedding dress. So I did get that cleaned and preserved. It is in a box that is like wrapped, so I can look at it. Like there's like a little window in the box that you can see the dress. I have my garter and my veil in there as well. Actually, I had 2 garters. So that's all preserved and cleaned. And so, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the dress, but we'll figure it out. At least it's safe and back in the US right now. But yes, that is my plan for all of our wedding things, and I will show all of that when the time comes. It's just, again, things have been a little up in the air with our living situation right now, and it will be that way for a little bit longer. I will share more when we know more, but that's that. And the last part of this haul is I will finally show what we got from Ila, which is the spa that we went to in the Cotswolds the other day. So I think this one is mine. So Tom got a bag and I got a bag. It was so kind of them. Everything smells like the spa. But they were so kind to send us home with a few goodies from the spa. We had an amazing time there. It felt so private and personal, and they were really great. Joanne is amazing there. If you go, definitely have Joanne do your massage and have her teach you some Tai Chi, because she was so great. Honestly, I just felt amazing after the whole experience. I remember walking out of the massage room, the treatment room, and I felt like a new person. It was so great. So I will show you some of the products that we were sent home with. So the products are unisex, but Tom did get a couple different things to me, I guess just so we could try a couple different things. So I got the Ila Beyond Organic Body Wash for toning skin, blended with the purest oils of apricot and vetiver? I've heard of it, but I don't know if I said that right. So I got a beautiful body wash. I'm really excited to try it out. And again, their products are all Beyond Organic, and I could try to explain that, but because they did explain it to us, but I think I won't have the right words. So definitely, I'm going to link everything I talk about below. Definitely check out the website and check out the spa in the Cotswolds. But yes, I got a lovely body wash. Then I got the Ila CBD Gold Face Serum. So this says, this highly nourishing and hydrating face serum calms and brightens the skin by addressing redness and works to boost your skin's natural glow. Made from a powerful cocktail of ingredients which include CBD oil and CBD liposomes, which are known to help reduce pain and inflammation, argan oil, moringa oil, rich in moisturizing fatty acids, cactus oil, and jasmine. And it goes on to explain more, but that sounds pretty amazing to me. So definitely excited to try that out. Next up is the Ila CBD Better Day Drops, and I believe she told me that you can incorporate this into your moisturizer, but I'd have to look. But yeah, so this says premium high dosage CBD oil, which is believed to help stimulate nerve responses, reduce pain and inflammation, as well as helping to promote healing and a sense of deep calm, formulated with a hint of vanilla to produce a more palatable taste. I like the sound of that, so I'm really excited to try that out as well. Next up is the Ila Beyond Organic Body Scrub for energizing and detoxifying. I'm excited. I love a body scrub, so that smells nice. Yeah, I love a body scrub, so that's very exciting. Next up is the Ila Glowing Radiance Aroma Roller. It's restorative, therapeutic, and heavenly. Divine Rose to soothe your soul. So it comes with this little card here, and I smell it already. So it's this little like oil roller, and at first it reminded me of like a little perfume roller that you can bring with you in your bag and you roll it on your wrists and your neck. And that's pretty much what this is, but it's not really meant, I mean it smells good, but it's not a perfume. So a soft rose fragrance with a powerful emotional impact. So you roll over pulse points on your wrists and neck to restore your entire being and leave you glowing from the inside out. So yeah, I love that kind of thing. And again, it's the kind of thing you can bring with you on the go, and it'll give you a boost, I think, and it smells really nice. So that's always a plus. Next up, we got some incense. So Beyond Organic incense for an aroma of purity and peace. Handcrafted in India with sandalwood and jasmine. So Tom and I are not big incense people. I think we get headaches from this kind of thing. So we may give it to a friend or family member, but it is like a nice thing to have once in a while, but I just feel like too much of these things can give us a headache. Like I think we left the spa with a bit of a headache, so might hold off on that. But they also gave us this little candle that just says Ila and it smells really nice. So yeah, that is everything that I got, and Tom got a couple different things, but I won't get into it, but just a couple different things than me. But we're very grateful to them for just giving us the most amazing spa experience and for giving us these lovely products to try. I will let you know what I think about them. And there's one last thing I want to talk about before we move on to the cheese tasting that I'm going to do in a bit. So I did a haul video recently, and it was a homeware, beauty, and fashion haul. And in the beauty section of the haul, I talked about a Superdrug order where they sent me a giant box of freebies with my order. And one of those products was this. It's the Shea Moisture Moringa and Avocado Power Greens Reconstructor with kale, matcha, and green algae. And I have always struggled with my hair because I don't think I ever knew how to properly take care of it. My hair was, like growing up, it was quite wavy, almost even maybe a little straight, wavy, something in between. As I got older, my hair became curly, and now I'm in my early 20s and my hair is something in between curly, wavy, and straight. I don't even know what you'd call it. I do feel like naturally it's a bit curly, but I don't know, it's changed over the years, so I literally don't know what it is. But I was also the kind of person who, as girly as I always have been, I love doing my makeup and I love fashion, but my hair was always something I struggled with. I never knew what to do with it, so most of the time I leave it natural and just down. And I feel like that's really boring, and I really want to try new things with it, but I think the first step is taking good care of it. And sometimes one product can change everything. Let me tell you, this product, I used it for the first time yesterday when I washed my hair, and I woke up this morning and I kind of wish I didn't brush my hair because it was even softer before I brushed it, if that makes sense. My hair is so soft this morning. My frizz is like gone, because lately I don't know what it is, but my hair has been struggling. I don't know. I also feel like my hair, when I'm in the UK, my hair looks different than when I'm in the US. I think it looks better when I'm in the US, but maybe I'm just using different products. I don't know. But especially over these past few weeks, my hair has been incredibly frizzy, and it's been really dry and just hasn't been looking nice. And so I thought, well, I've always been the kind of person who, like, if I'm gifted products or something like that, I don't always use them. Sometimes I just let them sit there and I never use them until they expire, and then I throw them out. And I feel like I don't want to be that person anymore. And so I was washing my hair yesterday and I tried this hair mask for the first time. I'm in love. My one downside with it is that you do have to leave it on for 10 minutes. So basically, after I shampoo and condition my hair, I apply like a generous amount all over, and I let it sit for 10 minutes. And a part of me is just kind of bored. I'm standing there like, is this 10 minutes over yet? But it was worth it because I love the way my hair feels and looks. And again, like, no frizz. I might be saying that, and there might be frizz, but definitely not as bad as it has been lately. I don't know how much this product is because I didn't pay for it. It was given to me in a freebie box of beauty products, but 10 out of 10 so far. I can't believe how just one product can change everything. I didn't blow dry my hair either. I let it air dry. I was just working yesterday, so after I washed it earlier in the day, let it air dry throughout the day, and it looked like this. So I am so happy with it. And another thing, because I did mention in a recent vlog, like, blow drying my hair a lot, and I haven't done it lately. I've only blow dried it twice. Once was at the hotel in Cheltenham, and the second time was when we came back. But I don't know. If I wash my hair earlier in the day and we're not doing anything or going anywhere, I don't need to blow dry it. But the thing is, if I'm washing it later in the day and I just want to go to sleep and my hair is still soaking wet, I would need to blow dry it. But I'm not sure if it's really good for your hair, so I'm thinking about it. But either way, highly, highly recommend this product. So much comes in here and it smells incredible. Looks like I haven't even touched it yet. Oh, I'm in love. So 10 out of 10. I love my hair today. I feel amazing. And we are back. So to end the video, I just kind of want to quickly talk about this competition that we won recently. So it was actually Tom who won it, but we both benefit when one of us wins a competition. Obviously, we're married. So we won a competition with the Cheese Geek and Emma Young, who is the author of this book called The Cheese Wheel. And as cheese lovers, this was a huge win for us because we just won a few really nice cheeses. So I'll quickly talk about this. So it says, August is a month filled with new beginnings and fresh experiences. May this cheesy selection be an opportunity for exploration, new adventures, and time to savor life's simple pleasures. I love that. So we were sent 5 different cheeses to try. They're all quite different, but I have already, well, we both have already tried them, and I love them all. Just a little, what do you call that? Like a little, oh, I can't think of the word. Not foreshadowing, but a little, like, sneak peek. I love them all. I can't think of the word. So we're gonna try them all. And I'm excited to learn more about cheeses because even though I enjoy eating them, I don't know as much about them. So it'll be interesting to learn. And it says how to choose and pair cheese like an expert. So that's going to be really useful for us. And Tom and I are excited to, you know, to begin our hosting era and host friends and family. And we love cheese. So this is going to be a great way to do that. And it talks about all different kinds of cheeses in here. So I'm really excited to learn more. Okay, so I will start with the first cheese and we will try it and I will explain it. So I'm not an expert at describing cheese. I really don't know. I don't have many words when it comes to cheese other than delicious. So I'm going to use the description in this little booklet that was given to us. So another little random fact that I didn't even know. It says, did you know the way you cut your cheese can affect the way it tastes? I had no idea. It says, yeah, I don't know, it gives you a little piece of advice here, which is really interesting. So yeah, this is really exciting. It also tells you when it's best eaten, but cheese I think can last quite a long time. So we're gonna start with Rachel. So origin is Somerset, aged 9 to 12 weeks, strength 3 out of 10, hardness 5 out of 10, milk type goats, pasteurized no, dietary info vegetarian. So it's smooth, buttery, supple, and nutty with just a slight goaty tang. And it says, mind the rind, it's strong. So it says, well, that's pairing it with wine, which I don't drink. So we're gonna get started. Okay, so we're starting with Rachel. Thank you. All right, so I'm excited. I already know I love these. Thanks, baby. So we're gonna give it a try. Very soft. It says hardness is 5 out of 10. Well, actually, I think that makes sense. That is very nice. Not very strong, but very good. I think I can taste a little bit of like goat's cheese in there. That's what it is. The milk type is goat's, so makes sense. I mean, it's exactly how it's described. I literally don't know how else to describe it, but it's very delicious. Thank you.
A little more.
More, okay. Thank you. And I actually really like eating the rind. I know sometimes it says to leave it behind, but this one we can eat, and I really like it. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, like for how good it is, just in general, I think I'd give it like a 7. It's really good, but it's not the kind of cheese I'd grab often. You know what I mean? Maybe for certain occasions. What about you?
I think an 8.
Ooh.
It's quite mild.
Yeah.
I do prefer a stronger cheese.
Me too.
Usually. But I like how it's quite gentle on the palate, and it's quite creamy.
Yes.
But also a kind of semi-hard cheese.
Yeah, I agree.
At the same time, and I think goats just works really well with that.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine it being a great pairing with food.
Yes.
As in other foods, or in dishes.
Ooh, yes.
So yeah, I like it. So I think an 8 for me.
Okay, 8 for Tom, 7 for me. All right, next is Witheridge. Did I say that right? The origin, Oxfordshire, aged 6 months, strength 6 out of 10, hardness 6 out of 10, milk type cows, pasteurized yes, dietary info not vegetarian. The only cheese in the UK aged in hay, which I found that so interesting because I didn't know that was a thing. Supple texture with earthy tones in the rind. It says, mind the rind, it's strong. Okay, so this is Witheridge. All of these are award winners, by the way. So is that this one? I'll go for that right there. Thank you. The texture almost reminds me of eating butter. Does it, and it looks like it too. A little harder than butter, but that's another very very gentle one, but I feel like the aftertaste is a bit stronger than the actual taste of it, if that makes sense. Do you feel that way too? Thank you.
Yes, perhaps that's the hay influence.
Oh yes.
Yes, perhaps. Well, I think because it's been cut from the rind to the centre, the taste and texture does change.
Yeah.
Throughout the cut of the piece. So it's kind of mild, but it gets stronger. Yes,
it does. That's really interesting. I like that though, because it's almost like a different kind of cheese after you've already eaten it. The flavor left in your mouth. It's really nice though. I like that. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, but it's very nice. I could see, again, the description is really perfect. That's how I would describe it if I could, if I knew how.
I think it gets a bit more bitter as well, so stronger and bitter. But it can be quite mild as well.
Yeah.
In the same.
It's kind of an everything cheese. Yeah. It's like an everything cheese, all in one. I think I would rate that one an 8. I think an 8. Yeah.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my favourite.
Yeah.
But it definitely has its place.
Definitely, I agree. All right, moving on. Next is Poacher 50. It says the origin, Lincoln, aged 24 months, strength 7 out of 10, hardness 8 out of 10, milk type cows, Pasteurized, no. Dietary info, not vegetarian. It says Lincolnshire Poacher's smoother brother, Alpine style, but with a drier texture and more savory notes. And this one says to leave the rind behind. Okay, Poacher 50. Is it that one? I think this one's my favorite. Okay. I love that one. Oh, 10. Mm-hmm.
A little more?
Thank you. Should I break it in half?
It's okay, it's yours.
Oh yeah, you didn't love this one as much, right? I love this one. This is my kind of cheese that I would just buy at the store just to have on its own. But I believe it said that this one's great for like shaving onto pasta and different things like that, which I could see that as well, because it kind of does remind me of Parmesan cheese, but I love a hard cheese most of the time, and this is just exactly what I love. It's on the stronger side, I think, but nothing too overpowering, and it's just delicious.
Yeah, I think in its texture it's quite similar to pecorino or provolone, and therefore quite similar to Parmesan as well. I think for me, because it's quite bitter, and it can always has that kind of stale hardness and texture to it. It's more suitable for using in cooking. I can imagine it being shaved onto pasta or other dishes like that. But for eating off the board, I think a small amount. Yeah. Less is more.
Okay. I don't agree with that part. I think more is more with that one, but I give that one a 10. What about you?
I think having it like this, maybe a 7.
Okay. Broken-hearted here. Next up we have Wigmore. I'm looking at Tom. Is that right? Okay, I thought it was wrong for a second. Origin. Berkshire? Glad I said that right. Aged 6 to 8 weeks. Strength 4 out of 10. Hardness 4 out of 10. Use milk. Okay.
Milk from a ewe.
I laugh at myself. I know what it is, but anyway. Pasteurized, no. Dietary info, vegetarian. Mild and soft creaminess balanced by a fruity / sweet fermented aroma. And then this one says grind with the rind, it's lovely. Okay, so this is Wigmore. So it's this one?
No.
No.
It's not. It's the one.
That one?
Yes.
Yes. Oh no, it's getting stuck.
That's quite
oh no. Okay, it's very... Alright, sorry about that. We had to change the SD card twice because they were too full. So moving on. So it didn't catch us eating the Wigmore, but I'm going to try it again for you. Okay. Okay. So yeah, quite soft. Okay. That one is really nice. So that's definitely the softest of all of them. Very creamy and soft, and again very mild. And it doesn't leave like, I don't think it, there's a little bit of an aftertaste, but again it's a very, very mild cheese. You think that would be good on like crackers because that one's so mild? I think that's a good like cracker cheese, I think.
Well, I think both strong and mild would be good on cheese, on a cracker. In fact, maybe even stronger ones. Yeah. But yeah, but I think it has changed taste a little bit because maybe it's been open for a short while now, and it's quite warm today. So, but I like it. Yeah. It's very creamy. It's quite a similar consistency to what we're used to with the Saint Secure. Obviously that one's blue. Yeah. But yeah, quite similar to things I've had before. Can't think of their names right now. But again, it's kind of like a Danish blue, but without the blue. Yeah, I see what you mean. So it's very good. What would you rate it? Well, I think based on previous tastings of it, when it was a bit fresher, I think probably a 10. Really? Yeah, it's that good. Wow. It just kind of melts in the mouth, and like I like that kind of creamy, mild, melt in the mouth cheese as well as strong cheese. Similar to like a bit sort of cheddar that's vintage or extra mature, or even Stilton. Wow. Okay, I like that. Well, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna say 6. Wow.
Because I just prefer hard cheeses, and I like a strong cheese, and that one was a bit too gentle for me. I mean, I loved it. It was really good, but maybe at the right place and time I'd enjoy it. But I think most days it's not what I'd reach for. But I did really like it, but I'm just gonna give it a 6. So that's Wigmore, and now the last one we're moving on to, Young Buck.
I think before we move on, it's worth saying that actually there are a couple cheeses here which are actually quite local to us.
Yes.
So the first one, the Rachel,
Somerset.
is from Somerset,
yeah,
which is where we are right now.
Yeah.
And of course there's also a Oxfordshire one as well.
Yes.
So I'm not quite sure where in Oxfordshire, but obviously that's, you know, a close county.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to also sample new cheeses from local areas.
Yes, that makes me so happy. I love that. You know, it makes me feel, I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm learning more about the area through eating, which is one of our favorite things to do. And the fact that we love cheese, again, to be so close to areas that make such amazing cheese, that's pretty amazing. I feel like we're very lucky. And the last cheese is Young Buck. So it says origin County Down, Ireland, aged 4 months, strength 6 out of 10, hardness 4 out of 10, cow's milk, milk type cows, pasteurized, no, dietary info, not vegetarian. It says Ireland's first raw milk blue cheese, rich and creamy with a lingering finish. And it says mind the rind, it's strong. I love this one. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now Tom and I are huge blue cheese lovers, and I already know I love this one, so. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I think for me it sits somewhere between our favourite Saint-Agur and Stilton. You know, this is almost as creamy as a Saint-Agur, but I don't know, has more of a texture akin to Stilton. I think it's a perfect blend.
Yeah.
And I think for having off a cheese board, it works brilliantly. I think it works the best of, I think, any blue cheese I've had. Yeah. So I think for me, a 10.
10 for me as well. I think you perfectly described that. I need to work on that. But I love blue cheese, and I think for me, blue cheese with a slightly creamier texture like this one is that's the only time I think I really prefer softer cheeses. That is just heavenly, and it's quite strong. I think blue cheese is the kind of thing where you either love it or you hate it. We love it. And so for me, the fact that that one's really strong doesn't bother me. I know for some people it would. We've had a couple of friends of ours try our favorite blue cheese and they were not a fan. But again, it's very different. But I love it. If you can get over the fact that it looks moldy, then you're good, because I love it. Is that more?
Yes.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you. 10 out of 10 for me.
10 for me.
It leaves a very strong aftertaste, but again, I love it. So thank you so much to the Cheese Geek and Emma Young. We're very grateful. Tom really won the competition, but but it's for us.
We did.
We did.
Yeah,
so
thank you very much.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it, and actually I think we're going to be getting some more next month, I think. So we're looking forward to that. But that is how we're going to end the video. Thank you for joining me, baby.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of the cheese left. We've already eaten most of it, so we'll enjoy the rest of it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.